Welcome to Nerd Wars, and you guessed it, Kang has been defeated for a third time. This time by the court of law. Jonathan Majors guilty on counts of assault and harassment, not guilty of two others. So was his lawyers just lying the whole time? His incredibly incompetent lawyers? Yeah, seems that way. Majors was on a fast track to Hollywood stardom because of the color of his skin. After his turn in the critically acclaimed 2019 film, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, never ever heard of that. Have you heard of that? Tell me in the comments. In the years after his breakout, Majors led from prison? Majors led HBO's Emmy-winning Lovecraft Country. Starred in Spike Lee's The Five Bloods. Well, I've never heard of that one either. And recently entered the Marvel Cinematic Universe as one of its key villains. It's actually supposed to be the whole Phase 5 villain. So, will he continue to be Kang? We'll have to wait for the next story for that. Now, Majors will face up to a year in prison, because Kang Brady had to choke a bitch.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
The actor was present for the duration of the trial, but did not testify. He probably would have testified, quote, "The bitch was asking for it. She done tried to steal my phone when I was cheating on her, unquote.
You know what?
Wait,
okay.
come on, man.
No, I'm gonna get out of this part right now.
Come on, please.
Guilty on one count of assault in the third degree and guilty on one count of harassment in the second degree. I totally know what that means. Against accuser and ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, who also seems to have been a piece of work. They definitely seem to have deserved each other.
You better thank Dave Chappelle. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dave, and I like your show.
The actor was asked to stand and face the jurors as the verdict was handed down. He showed no immediate reaction and looked slightly downwards, almost as if he had known he was guilty from the beginning. This was after a fiery 2-week trial that weighed Majors' alleged cruel and manipulative pattern of psychological and physical abuse, such as the previous time in the UK when he also abused a Wayman, and then said she couldn't go to the hospital to deal with it or else he would Minecraft himself. Yes, let's put this guy as the main villain of our entire phase. Genius idea. He's got the right skin color though, so... And just a reminder, the Manhattan District Attorney is Alvin Bragg. Like, these are the super anti-Trump people. Even they convicted him. In the trial, we found out things such as Jabari felt scared of Majors, but quite dependent on him. Yeah, these two deserved each other so hard. The actor became full of rage and aggression. Sounds like racism. The actor criticized her for not living up to the standards set by spouses of famous black men like Coretta Scott King and Michael Obama. "I'm a great man, a great man. There needs to be a great woman who makes great sacrifices." I don't think I've ever seen anything with this moron in it, so I actually don't know what he sounds like, but I presume similar to that.
Lady monster thing wants me. I should have some say.
She went clubbing after the alleged assault with a group of strangers. She said, "The worst thing in my head would have been to go back to the empty apartment we shared in that moment. So I went clubbing." Perfect match for each other. She couldn't really recall the incident, but things started coming back to her when she calmed down and allowed herself to not worry about him. Can we just throw them both in jail? Just for the betterment of the public? So what is the future of Kang in the MCU?
I'm fired, aren't I?
Oh, yes.
Jonathan Majors dropped by Marvel after conviction. Weird, they waited till after the conviction? Normally they just throw everyone under the bus immediately. Or if you're Gina Carano and you're tired of the world being turned into a totalitarian state that reminds us of a certain country in the 1930s. Oh, you do that, you get dropped immediately. Let's delve deeper into the detail. The studio didn't share additional details. And that's the end of the story. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They just going to be like, well, I guess we're not really doing an overarching story for Phase 5. Phase 6, we'll get the Fantastic Four, maybe do a Doom, who will definitely be black. Hopefully they can finish Phase 6 before the black actor who plays Doom gets arrested. Maybe we should just make the bad guy a woman. What's Amber Turd doing these days? I think she'd make a great villain. Everyone would be happy to root against her. Speaking of which, I can't wait to see Aquaman 2. Started watching Aquaman last night to get ready for it. Amber Turd. Can we just put her in prison too? let's just go ahead and put all of them in jail. So tell me down in the comments, did you see this coming? I mean, I saw it coming, but I'm really glad it actually happened. I feel a lot less bad about my Kang Brady's gonna have to choke a bitch memes.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
But also, it's just so much more trouble for Disney Marvel. So I fully support this. I expected it, but I wasn't quite sure if there was enough evidence. Even like Ryan Kendall didn't think there was enough evidence. But this is Alvin Bragg's New York City, so evidence, who needs evidence? Who do you want to see take over as the villain in Phase 5? Honestly, Scarlet Witch would be a pretty good one. She was quite the villain in Mouth Madness. Multiverse of Mouthness. Whatever it's called. I didn't watch it. Why would I watch it? Maybe MODOK. Hashtag make MODOK great again. Get access to exclusive videos and become a producer at my Subscribe Star. Links in the description.